Have you ever stood up from your favorite chair and felt your legs wobble just a bit? Or maybe you've gone for a short walk around the block and noticed your legs getting tired faster than they used to. Some days your knees feel stiff, your calves tighten up, or you experience a strange cramp that seems to come out of nowhere. If you're over 60, you might have been told that it's just normal aging. But what if that's not the whole story? What if your legs aren't just tired, they're undernourished? In today's video, we're going to explore a powerful truth that many doctors overlook. Your legs can stay strong, stable, and pain-free well into your 70s, 80s, or even 90s, if you give them the right support. And I'm not just talking about exercise or stretching, I'm talking about nutrients, specifically the essential vitamins and minerals that help your muscles fire, your bones stay sturdy, and your nerves communicate clearly. You're going to learn about 3 key vitamins that are quietly working behind the scenes to keep your legs moving: vitamin D3, vitamin B12, and vitamin K2. These nutrients are absolutely vital to lower leg cramps, improve balance, and even rebuild muscle, especially in older adults. When these are missing, you might feel weak, wobbly, or unsteady, but when they're restored, something amazing can happen. Your steps feel lighter, your legs feel stronger, and your confidence starts to return. We'll share real stories, simple explanations, and practical tips you can use starting today. Whether you're already active or just beginning to focus on your health again, this video will give you hope and real solutions for feeling steadier and stronger every time you stand up. I know you are a person who likes to watch videos quietly. If you have not liked and subscribed to the channel, now is a good time to do it because you are a kind person. If the video is helpful, press 1. If the video is not good enough or needs improvement, press 2. Thanks everyone. Now let's get started. Number 1, vitamin D3, the sunshine vitamin that supports muscle strength. Mrs. Elaine, a 92-year-old former school teacher from Arizona, still walks to her mailbox every morning without a cane. Her neighbors often ask how she stays so steady on her feet. Her answer is always the same: plenty of sunshine and my vitamin D3. What sounds like a simple habit is actually backed by science and could be the missing piece in why so many older adults experience weak legs, poor balance, and painful muscle cramps. Vitamin D3, often called the sunshine vitamin, plays a critical role in keeping our bones strong, but fewer people realize that it also supports muscle strength, coordination, and nerve function, especially in the legs. As we age, our ability to absorb and produce vitamin D3 naturally from sunlight declines. Our skin becomes less efficient at converting sunlight into D3, and many older adults spend more time indoors, making deficiency even more common. In fact, studies suggest that up to 70% of seniors may have low vitamin D levels, often without knowing it. So what happens when your body doesn't get enough D3? The effects show up quietly, but they're serious. Your muscles become weaker, your reflexes slow, and your legs feel less stable. You may find yourself shuffling more than stepping, avoiding stairs, or grabbing furniture to keep your balance. One of the most telling signs of vitamin D deficiency is an increased risk of falls, a major cause of injury and loss of independence in older adults. Beyond balance, vitamin D3 helps regulate calcium and phosphorus, 2 minerals that are vital for strong bones and muscle contraction. Without enough D3, your body can't absorb calcium properly, even if you're taking a supplement. That means your bones may become brittle and your muscles may cramp or ache, especially in your thighs and calves. Some people even report restless legs or nighttime leg pain, which can disturb sleep and quality of life. But the good news is, this is often reversible. With proper supplementation or with safe sun exposure, many older adults report a remarkable improvement in leg strength, energy, and confidence. Mrs. Elaine, for example, began taking 2,000 IU of vitamin D3 daily after her doctor noticed her low levels on a routine blood test. "I didn't expect much," she said, "but after a month or so, I realized I could get out of my chair more easily. I had more control in my legs. Her balance improved, her sleep deepened, and she even started gardening again." Experts recommend that adults over 65 aim for 800 to 2,000 IU of vitamin D 3 daily, though some may need more depending on blood levels. The best way to know what's right for you is to ask your doctor for a simple blood test to check your vitamin D levels. If they're low, a daily supplement is often an easy fix. You can also increase your D3 through fatty fish like salmon, egg yolks, or fortified dairy products, though these alone often aren't enough for seniors. And let's not forget about sunlight. Just 10 to 20 minutes of sun on your skin, arms and legs if possible, a few times a week can help boost D3. But it depends on where you live, the time of year, and how much skin is exposed. In colder climates or winter months, supplementation becomes even more important. The bottom line? If you're struggling with weak legs, poor balance, or unexplained muscle soreness, vitamin D3 might be the missing link. It's simple, affordable, and safe when taken properly, and it may just be what your legs have been waiting for. So now that we understand how important D3 is for strength and balance, let's look at another vitamin that works alongside it. One that affects the nerves in your legs and could be the hidden cause of numbness, tingling, or even difficulty walking. Coming up next, vitamin B12, the nerve protector your legs can't live without. Number 2, vitamin B12, boosting nerves, reducing leg numbness. Mr. Harold, an 80-year-old retired train conductor from Illinois, began to notice something strange. His legs, once strong and reliable, started to feel numb and heavy, as he described it. It was like walking through water, he told his doctor. The odd tingling in his feet, the occasional pins and needles sensation, and the feeling that his steps weren't quite as sure, all of it crept in gradually. He assumed it was just part of getting older, but his doctor decided to run a simple blood test, and the results revealed something surprising: a severe vitamin B12 deficiency. Vitamin B12 is one of the most important and most overlooked nutrients for seniors, especially when it comes to nerve health. While it's well known for its role in producing red blood cells and supporting energy, B12 also plays a crucial role in maintaining the protective coating around your nerves, known as the myelin sheath. Without enough B12, this coating breaks down, and nerves, especially those in your legs and feet, begin to misfire. The result? Numbness, tingling, weakness, poor coordination, and even difficulty walking. Unfortunately, vitamin B12 deficiency is incredibly common in older adults. As we age, our stomachs produce less stomach acid, which is needed to absorb B12 from food. Certain medications, especially for heartburn, diabetes, or high blood pressure, can make it even harder. And because symptoms come on slowly, many people go undiagnosed for years, believing they're just slowing down. But what seems like normal aging may, in fact, be your nervous system quietly crying out for help. One of the most distinctive signs of B12 deficiency is a loss of sensation in the legs and feet, making balance more difficult and increasing the risk of falls. You may also feel burning, buzzing, or prickling sensations, even when you're sitting still. Some people describe it as walking on cotton or like their feet are asleep. Others notice muscle weakness, especially in the thighs, making it hard to get up from a chair or climb stairs. Left untreated, B12 deficiency can even lead to permanent nerve damage. But the good news is that when caught early, it's highly treatable and often reversible. For Mr. Harold, his doctor started him on weekly B12 injections, and within a few weeks, he began noticing subtle improvements. The numbness started to fade, he said. My steps felt lighter. I wasn't dragging my feet like before. Over the next few months, his energy returned, his confidence in walking improved, and he felt more like his old self again. I didn't realize how much I'd been living in a fog until it lifted, he reflected. So how can you make sure you're getting enough B12? Start by getting your blood levels tested, especially if you've been feeling unusually tired, weak, or unsteady on your feet. B12 is found naturally in animal-based foods like meat, eggs, fish, and dairy. But even if you eat these foods regularly, your body may not be absorbing the vitamin efficiently. That's why many seniors benefit from B12 supplements, often in the form of sublingual tablets that dissolve under the tongue, nasal sprays, or injections. These forms bypass the digestive system and go straight into your bloodstream. Experts recommend that older adults aim for at least 2.4 micrograms of B12 per day, though those with absorption issues may need much more under medical supervision. Always talk with your doctor before starting supplements, especially if you're taking other medications or have chronic health conditions. If your legs feel off, if you've been shuffling more, experiencing strange sensations in your feet, or feeling unsure on your feet, it's worth considering that B12 might be the missing piece. Supporting your nerves is just as important as supporting your muscles. And when you do both, your mobility and confidence can thrive. Now that we've seen how B12 keeps your nerves firing and your steps steady, let's talk about another silent helper. One that works alongside vitamin D3 to build stronger bones and prevent calcium from going where it shouldn't. Up next, vitamin K2, the calcium guide your legs have been waiting for. Number 3, vitamin K2, directing calcium to the right places. Mrs. Ruth, an 85-year-old former piano teacher from Ohio, was always diligent about taking her calcium supplements. "I wanted to keep my bones strong," she said. "Everyone told me to take calcium, so I did. Every day for years." But despite her efforts, Ruth experienced a fracture in her foot after a small stumble in her garden. Her bone scan showed signs of osteoporosis, and her doctor asked a question that caught her off guard. "Are you getting enough vitamin K2? While calcium and vitamin D3 often get the spotlight when it comes to bone and muscle health, vitamin K2 is the quiet partner that makes it all work properly. Think of K2 as the traffic director for calcium in your body. Without it, calcium can end up in the wrong places, like in your arteries or joints, instead of being absorbed into your bones where it belongs. Over time, this misplacement of calcium can lead to two dangerous things: weaker bones and stiffer blood vessels. And both of these can directly affect the strength and mobility of your legs. When calcium builds up in soft tissues, it can harden arteries, reduce blood flow, and increase the risk of leg cramps, fatigue, and even swelling. It can also settle into joints, contributing to stiffness and decreased flexibility. That's why K2 is so important. It activates proteins in the body, like osteocalcin and matrix GLA protein, that help calcium get to your bones and stay out of your arteries. A growing number of studies have found that vitamin K2 improves bone density and reduces fracture risk, especially in postmenopausal women and seniors over 70. In one long-term study, individuals who consumed higher amounts of K2 had a significantly lower risk of hip fractures, better mobility, and even improved cardiovascular health. It's the kind of benefit you don't feel immediately, but over time your body moves better, your steps feel stronger, and your risk of injury decreases. But here's the problem. Most people don't get enough K2 through diet alone. It's found in a few specific foods like natto, a fermented soybean dish popular in Japan, aged cheeses, grass-fed meats, and egg yolks. Unless you eat these regularly, you may be missing out, even if you're already taking calcium and vitamin D. Mrs. Ruth's doctor recommended a simple daily K2 supplement paired with her vitamin D3. "Within a couple of months, I noticed my legs didn't feel as tight or tired," she said, "and my knees didn't ache when I went up the stairs. It was subtle but steady." Her next bone scan showed improved density, and she felt more confident moving around the house without fear of falling. So how much do you need? For adults over 60, most experts recommend around 90 to 120 micrograms of vitamin K2 per day. It's important to choose the MK7 form of K2, which stays in the body longer and is more effective at directing calcium. If you're on blood thinners or other medications, talk to your doctor before starting a K2 supplement, since K vitamins can interact with certain drugs. If you're already taking calcium and D3, but still struggling with leg weakness, joint stiffness, or even unexplained discomfort in your legs, vitamin K2 may be the missing link. It doesn't work alone, but it ensures the nutrients you're already taking end up where they're needed, in your bones, not your arteries. Keeping your legs strong isn't just about adding more to your plate. Sometimes it's about making sure what you're already eating is working smarter, and vitamin K2 does just that. Now that we've explored how D3, B12, and K2 each play a unique role in supporting your legs, let's move to a mineral that works with them all. One that can calm muscle cramps, ease tension, and help you sleep more peacefully at night. Magnesium. Let's talk about that next. Number 4, magnesium, easing cramps and muscle stiffness. Mr. Leonard, an 83-year-old former mechanic from Michigan, had one major complaint during his annual physical: leg cramps. "They wake me up almost every night," he said. "I'll be sleeping fine, and then, boom, my calf locks up like a vice." He tried stretching, drinking more water, and even changing his shoes, but nothing seemed to help. Then, during a visit with a new doctor, he was asked a simple question: "Have you had your magnesium levels checked?" For many older adults, magnesium is an unsung hero. It doesn't get as much attention as calcium or vitamin D, but it's just as important, especially for the muscles in your legs. Magnesium plays a central role in how your muscles contract and relax. Without enough of it, your muscles may spasm, cramp, or feel unusually tight. And since magnesium also supports your nervous system, low levels can create a sensation of restlessness, especially at night. If you've ever felt your legs twitch or jump while you're trying to sleep, magnesium might be part of the solution. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing magnesium, especially if we're taking certain medications like diuretics, proton pump inhibitors, used for acid reflux, or medications for high blood pressure. On top of that, many seniors don't eat enough magnesium-rich foods on a daily basis. Foods like leafy greens, nuts, seeds, beans, and whole grains are great sources. But if your diet is light on these, or if digestion has slowed, you may not be getting what your body needs. Magnesium deficiency often hides in plain sight. The symptoms are subtle at first: muscle tightness, occasional cramps, fatigue, irritability. But over time, they can affect your quality of life. In the legs, a lack of magnesium often shows up as nighttime cramping, stiffness in the morning, or that all-too-familiar heavy leg feeling that makes walking more difficult than it should be. When Mr. Leonard began taking a magnesium glycinate supplement, a gentle, well-absorbed form, the change was noticeable. "It wasn't overnight," he said, "but after about 2 weeks, I realized I was sleeping through the night again. The cramps just stopped waking me up." His energy improved, he moved more freely during the day, and even his mood felt steadier. "It's like the tightness let go," he said. Magnesium doesn't just help muscles. It also supports over 300 enzyme processes in the body, including those related to energy production and bone health. That means when you're getting enough magnesium, you're supporting not just your legs, but your overall vitality. And for seniors, that vitality often starts with something as simple as waking up without pain and walking with greater ease. So how much magnesium do you need? For most older adults, the recommended daily amount is around 320 to 420 milligrams per day, depending on your gender and health status. You can get magnesium through food, like spinach, pumpkin seeds, almonds, black beans, and bananas, or through supplements if your diet falls short. Just be careful not to overdo it, especially if you have kidney issues. Always consult your doctor before starting a supplement, especially if you're on medications. If your legs feel tight, crampy, or stiff, especially at night, magnesium may be the gentle remedy your body's asking for. It doesn't promise miracles, but it often brings relief where other solutions fall short. Now that we've explored how magnesium can relax your legs and restore comfort at night, let's look at another powerful ally, one that fights inflammation and protects the joints and muscles that carry you every day. Omega-3 fatty acids. Let's dive into that next. Number 5, omega-3 fatty acids, fighting inflammation in joints and muscles. Mrs. Bernice, an active 81-year-old from Oregon, used to love her morning walks, but over time she found herself slowing down. Her knees felt stiff, her ankles ached, and her legs seemed to swell more often than not. "It wasn't just soreness, she said. It felt like my joints were locked in place, like my legs didn't want to move." She tried heat pads, creams, and even over-the-counter pain pills, but nothing brought lasting relief. Then one day, during a nutrition talk at her senior center, she learned about a natural anti-inflammatory that could make a difference from the inside out: omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3s are a type of healthy fat found primarily in fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel, and in smaller amounts in flax seeds, chia seeds, walnuts, and certain algae. While they're best known for supporting heart health, omega-3s also have powerful benefits for muscles, joints, and mobility, especially in older adults. One of omega-3's most important functions is fighting chronic inflammation, the hidden force behind many age-related problems, including arthritis, joint pain, leg stiffness, and reduced range of motion. Inflammation wears away at the tissues and cartilage that cushion your joints, and it can lead to swelling, soreness, and that grinding or creaky feeling when you move. Over time, it not only limits your ability to walk or bend, but it can also reduce your willingness to stay active, which creates a cycle of decline in muscle strength and flexibility. But here's the good news. Omega-3s don't just mask symptoms. They help calm the inflammatory response at the cellular level. Several studies have shown that omega-3 supplementation can reduce joint pain, improve flexibility, and even enhance muscle recovery after activity. For older adults, this means you can walk farther, stand longer, and move with greater ease, all while supporting your overall health. Mrs. Bernice began taking a daily fish oil supplement rich in EPA and DHA, the two most potent types of omega-3s. She also added salmon to her meals twice a week and began sprinkling ground flaxseed on her oatmeal. "I didn't expect much," she admitted, "but after a few weeks I started walking farther. My knees weren't talking back to me so loudly, and my legs didn't feel as swollen after sitting for long." The improvement wasn't dramatic, but it was steady, and most importantly, it gave her the confidence to move again. Experts recommend that seniors aim for at least 1,000 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA per day, whether through food or supplements. When choosing a supplement, look for one that's purified and tested for heavy metals with a high concentration of EPA and DHA. And if you follow a plant-based diet, there are algae-based omega-3 options that can still deliver these important fats without fish. Omega-3s also support muscle protein synthesis, meaning they help your body rebuild and repair muscle tissue, which is crucial as we age and naturally lose muscle mass. In combination with protein, vitamin D, and gentle movement, omega-3s create the perfect internal environment for stronger, more flexible legs. If you've been feeling achy, stiff, or slow, especially in your knees, hips, or ankles, and nothing on the outside seems to help, it might be time to look inside. Inflammation is invisible, but its effects are real. Omega-3s offer a gentle, natural way to cool that fire and support the joints and muscles that keep you upright, steady, and free to move. Now that we've added omega-3s to our toolkit, let's talk about something equally essential. Not a vitamin or mineral this time, but protein. Without it, your legs can't rebuild muscle, and weakness sets in quickly. Up next, let's look at how protein fuels your legs and why many seniors need more than they think. Number 6, protein fueling muscle, repair and strength in the legs. Mr. Albert, an 86-year-old former high school coach from Minnesota, always prided himself on his strong legs. "I used to run laps with my players," he said, chuckling. But in recent years, Albert had noticed his legs thinning out and feeling weaker. "I just don't have the same push," he admitted. Even standing from a chair or climbing stairs became slower, shakier, and more tiring. He assumed it was just a part of aging, until a dietitian reviewed his meals and noticed a major gap. He wasn't eating enough protein. Protein is the building block of muscle, and as we age, it becomes absolutely essential, not just to build muscle, but to prevent muscle loss. After age 60, our bodies naturally begin to break down muscle faster than we rebuild it, a process called sarcopenia. Without enough protein and the nutrients that help it do its job, our leg muscles become smaller, weaker, and less responsive. Over time, this leads to difficulty walking, standing, and maintaining balance. What makes it even trickier is that many seniors eat less protein than they need, often without realizing it. Breakfast might be toast or cereal, lunch might be soup or a sandwich, and dinner, while the biggest meal, might not be enough to compensate for the rest of the day. Unlike younger adults, older bodies don't process protein as efficiently, which means we actually need more protein per pound of body weight than we did in our 40s and 50s, not less. For your legs to stay strong and functional, protein is non-negotiable. It provides the amino acids your body uses to repair damaged muscle tissue, build new muscle fibers, and recover from physical activity. Without enough protein, even vitamins like D, B12, and magnesium won't be able to do their jobs effectively. It's like trying to build a house with the best tools, but no bricks. Mr. Albert's dietitian recommended a simple plan. Aim for 20 to 30 grams of protein at each meal, spaced evenly throughout the day. He began his mornings with Greek yogurt and a boiled egg, added a scoop of protein powder to his oatmeal, and included soft chicken or tuna in his lunch. For dinner, he focused on fish, beans, or lean meats with vegetables. Within a few weeks, he felt noticeably steadier. Getting out of a chair used to take effort, he said. Now I just stand. I didn't realize how much protein mattered. I thought it was just for bodybuilders. Good sources of senior-friendly protein include eggs, dairy, beans, lentils, soft fish like salmon, shredded chicken, tofu, and protein shakes made for older adults. The key is to make sure it's easy to chew, digest, and enjoy. For those with poor appetite or dental issues, protein powders, fortified smoothies, or soft purees can be helpful alternatives. Experts suggest that older adults aim for at least 1 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily, which often comes out to about 65 to 80 grams per day for most seniors. More than many are currently getting. And timing matters. Spacing your protein intake evenly across breakfast, lunch, and dinner helps your muscles rebuild more efficiently than eating it all at once. If your legs feel weaker, if walking feels harder, or if you've noticed muscle loss in your thighs or calves, protein might be the missing piece. And the best part? Change can happen quickly. Within weeks of increasing protein, paired with gentle movement, many seniors experience a boost in strength, confidence, and independence. Now that you know how essential protein is for rebuilding your legs, it's time to look at how movement plays into the picture. Because vitamins and nutrition are powerful, but they work best when combined with motion. Coming up next, let's explore how walking plus good nutrition can transform not just your legs, but your entire lifestyle. Number 7, walking plus nutrition minus a powerful duo for long-term mobility. Mrs. Dolores, a 90-year-old widow from North Carolina, was known in her neighborhood for her early morning walks. Rain or shine, she'd be out with her walking shoes and sun hat, greeting neighbors with a smile and a steady pace. What many didn't realize is that Dolores had once struggled with weakness in her legs and nearly gave up walking altogether after a hip injury. I thought that was the end of my independence, she shared. But with a simple routine of consistent walking and focused nutrition, she not only regained her mobility, she kept it into her 90s. By now, we've explored how vitamins and nutrients like D3, B12, K2, magnesium, omega-3s, and protein each support leg strength in their own unique way. But there's one thing that ties them all together: movement. Without it, even the best nutrition can only go so far. Muscles need signals to grow, bones need pressure to stay strong, and your circulatory system needs motion to stay efficient. That's where walking becomes one of the most powerful, yet gentle tools for maintaining strong, capable legs, especially when paired with good nutrition. Walking may seem simple, but it engages multiple muscle groups, from your calves to your thighs to your hips and lower back. It improves circulation, which delivers oxygen and nutrients to your muscles and nerves. It stimulates bone growth by applying mild impact to the legs, and it activates your balance system, helping you stay steady and confident with every step. Even short walks done regularly can reduce inflammation, boost energy, and improve coordination. especially when the body is being fueled with the right vitamins and minerals. Many seniors feel intimidated by the idea of exercise. They imagine heavy gym equipment or long workout classes. But walking is different. It's natural, low impact, and adaptable to your own pace. Whether it's 5 minutes around the living room or 20 minutes around the block, what matters most is consistency, moving a little every day in a way that's sustainable. Nutrition supports this in 2 ways. First, it gives your body the fuel and tools it needs to repair, strengthen, and function efficiently. Without nutrients like protein, D3, and magnesium, walking can feel exhausting or even painful. But when your body is well fed and nourished, movement becomes easier and recovery is quicker. Second, walking helps your body utilize those nutrients more effectively. It encourages muscle retention, bone density, and healthy metabolism, all of which make those vitamins work better inside you. Mrs. Dolores started slow. After her injury, she began walking inside her house with a cane, then moved to laps around the backyard. Alongside her walking routine, her doctor recommended increasing her protein, vitamin D3, and magnesium. Within 3 months, her balance improved. 6 months later, she was walking unaided. Now, over a decade later, she still walks every morning, not because she has to, but because she wants to. "It's how I start my day," she says. "It keeps my legs and my spirit moving." If you're someone who hasn't moved much lately, don't worry. It's never too late to start. Begin with a few steps at a time. Walk down the hallway, stand up and stretch during commercials, or take a few laps in your yard. The key is not how far you go, it's that you go at all. Pair that motion with supportive meals, a protein-rich breakfast, colorful vegetables, and the right supplements as advised by your doctor. Walking and nutrition are not separate goals. They are partners in your independence. One strengthens the body from the inside, the other keeps it flexible and capable on the outside. Together, they form a powerful routine that can help you feel stronger, move better, and live more fully in the years to come. Now that you've seen how this partnership supports your legs, your balance, and your overall mobility, let's take a moment to tie it all together. In the final section, we'll review what we've learned and remind ourselves why caring for your legs is really about something much bigger: your freedom, your confidence, and your life. Conclusion. So what have we really learned today? That strong legs in our 70s, 80s, and even 90s aren't just a matter of luck or good genetics. They're the result of small, consistent choices that nourish and support the body we live in every day. From vitamin D3 helping your muscles stay firm, to B12 keeping your nerves firing clearly, to K2 guiding calcium exactly where it needs to go. These are not just vitamins, they are the silent protectors of your freedom. When we added magnesium to soothe cramps, omega-3s to fight joint inflammation, protein to rebuild strength, and daily walking to bring it all together, we created a powerful formula for mobility, independence, and peace of mind. And the best part? None of it requires perfection. You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. You just have to begin with one step, one meal, one choice at a time. Your legs are more than just tools for movement. They carry your story. They've walked through years of work, joy, struggle, and family, and they deserve care, attention, and support. Not just when something goes wrong, but every day that you want to keep moving forward. If you've ever felt like your legs were failing you, let this be a reminder. It's not too late. Your body is still listening. It's still capable of responding, healing, and growing stronger. Whether you start by adding a little more protein to your breakfast, taking a short walk after lunch, or asking your doctor to check your vitamin levels, you are taking a meaningful step toward reclaiming your strength. Thank you for spending this time caring for your health, and for believing that your best years can still include strong legs, steady steps, and a life lived on your terms. Until next time, take care of your body, take care of your legs, and they will take care of you. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and haven't yet liked and subscribed, now is the perfect time to do so. It really helps our channel grow and reach more people who need this kind of helpful content. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you'll always know when a new video is up. Your support truly means the world to us. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video.